When Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard binge-watch a TV series, they don't just stew in frustration like the rest of us. They act. They mobilize. They launch a one-couple feedback campaign directly at the star of the show. And lucky for them, when the show in question is Apple TV Plus's mind-bending, nerve-twisting thriller Severance, they've got a direct line to the man at the heart of it all, Adam Scott. In a recent installment of Actors on Actors, the award season staple from Variety that often reveals more than any red carpet interview ever could, Kristen Bell pulled back the curtain on a hilarious behind-the-scenes habit she and husband Dax Shepard have developed. Let's just say their group chat with Adam Scott is less friendly banter and more therapeutic rant channel. The endings to every episode of Severance are so biologically frustrating that I don't know how you guys expect anyone to sleep after an episode with that level of a cliffhanger, Bell confessed during the interview, her tone toggling between fangirl awe and sheer dramatic exasperation. The solution for this Hollywood power couple? Sending long, raw, unfiltered voice memos straight to Scott, giving him an unsolicited, but hilarious, post-mortem on each episode. So, what Dax and I tend to do, Bell explained, is, when we see someone whose work we love, or whose work frustrates us, like in your case, we leave you a nice, long, detailed, unedited voice memo, and you got a lot of those. Imagine finishing a grueling day of filming only to check your phone and find Kristen Bell yelling at you about a TV show you're literally starring in. That's Adam Scott's life now. Between admiration and agony, Scott, ever the gentleman, admitted he's held on to every single message they've sent. "They're all saved," he told Bell with a grin. "They're deeply flattering, and also deeply insulting." Among their many voice memos, some have achieved legendary status. Bell recalled one particularly theatrical note in which Shepard dramatically screamed, "Hey, Adam! Kristen just fell out of a 2-story window. I bet you'd like to know how she's doing. I'll tell you next week." It was a perfectly on-brand parody of Severance's notorious cliffhanger and ghost you until next week style, and a reflection of just how much the show has wormed its way into fans' minds. Bell and Shepard aren't just casual watchers of Severance, they're hardcore, ride or die. The kind of fans who don't just watch the credits roll, they rewind, reanalyze, and then harass the lead actor for answers he's not even allowed to give. And Scott gets it. He knows what it means to be obsessed with a show. So while Scott may be the face of Lumen Industries, he's also one of us. A fan who understands the thrill of not knowing, the torture of the wait, and the rush of a well-timed narrative gut punch. The agony of the wait. And speaking of waiting, that's all Severance fans can do for now. Production on the 3rd season of the Emmy-winning psychological sci-fi series has been confirmed by both executive producer Ben Stiller and Apple TV Plus, but as of now, there's no release date on the books. None. Nada. Zilch. Fans are understandably losing their minds. And yes, that includes Kristen and Dax. At one point, the couple sent Scott a particularly frustrated memo during the 2nd season's production. Scott, playing along, jokingly threatened retaliation. "Just because you guys left that message, it's now going to take 7 years for the next season." You can practically hear the screams of every Severance fan echoing through the timeline. It's the kind of meta moment that only happens in this era of social media, direct messaging, and celebrity-on-celebrity interviews. Bell and Shepard's comedic rants perfectly capture the collective emotional whiplash of watching Severance. The slow burn intensity, the eerie silence, the existential dread, the finale twists that make your heart race and your brain scream. All of it adds up to a show that gets under your skin. And apparently, onto your voicemail. Still severed. For now, all the fans can do, whether they're famous or not, is wait. Wait for Ben Stiller to finish tweaking the latest episode. Wait for Apple TV Plus to drop that blessed release date. Wait to see what's really going on behind those sterile white walls of Lumen. But in the meantime, fans have plenty of content to tide them over, especially if Kristen Bell ever decides to release those voice memos publicly. Seriously, Apple, make that a companion podcast. You're leaving money on the table. Until then, all we can do is hang in there, rewatch the finale, scrutinize the freeze frames, fall down Reddit rabbit holes, and maybe, just maybe, scream into the void. Or, If you're lucky enough to have Adam Scott's number, scream into his voicemail.